Question 1, Part 1 of Summa Theologica Secunda Secundae, Treatise on the Theological Virtues, the Virtue of Faith. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Summa Theologica Secunda Secundae, Treatise on the Theological Virtues, the Virtue of Faith, by St. Thomas Aquinas, translated by the Fathers of the English Dominican Province. Question 1, of Faith, in 10 Articles. Part 1, Articles 1 through 5. Having to treat now of the theological virtues, we shall begin with faith. Secondly, we shall speak of hope, and thirdly, of charity. The treatise on faith will be fourfold: 1. Of faith itself; 2. Of the corresponding gifts, knowledge and understanding; 3. Of the opposite vices; 4. Of the precepts pertaining to this virtue. About faith itself we shall consider: 1. Its object; 2. Its act; 3. The habit of faith. Under the first head there are 10 points of inquiry. First, whether the object of faith is the first truth. Second, whether the object of faith is something complex or incomplex, that is, whether it is a thing or a proposition. Third, whether anything false can come under faith. Fourth, whether the object of faith can be anything seen. Fifth, whether it can be anything known. Sixth, whether the things to be believed should be divided into a certain number of articles. Seventh, whether the same articles are of faith for all times. Eighth, of the number of articles. Ninth, of the manner of embodying the articles in a symbol. 10th, who has the right to propose a symbol of faith. First article, whether the object of faith is the first truth. Objection 1. It would seem that the object of faith is not the first truth. For it seems that the object of faith is that which is proposed to us to be believed. Now, not only things pertaining to the Godhead, that is, the first truth, are proposed to us to be believed, but also things concerning Christ's human nature, and the sacraments of the Church, and the condition of creatures. Therefore, the object of faith is not only the first truth. Objection 2. Further, faith and unbelief have the same object, since they are opposed to one another. Now unbelief can be about all things contained in Holy Writ, for whichever one of them a man denies, he is considered an unbeliever. Therefore, faith also is about all things contained in Holy Writ. But there are many things therein concerning man and other creatures. Therefore, the object of faith is not only the first truth, but also created truth. Objection 3. Further, faith is condivided with charity, as stated above in Pars Prima Secundae, question 26, Article 3. Now by charity we love not only God, who is the sovereign good, but also our neighbor. Therefore, the object of faith is not only the first truth. On the contrary, Dionysius says on the Divine Names 7 that faith is about the simple and everlasting truth. Now this is the first truth. Therefore, the object of faith is the first truth. I answer that the object of every cognitive habit includes two things. First, that which is known materially,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?